When my sister's ex moved in unexpectedly. The night Daniel showed up at my door, the wind was howling like something alive. I hadn't seen him since the night he and my sister Anna screamed at each other in the rain outside my building. Back then, I'd been watching from the kitchen window, lights off, feeling like an intruder in my own home. Now, a year later, he was standing on my doorstep, drenched, clutching a suitcase. "I just need a place for a few days," he said, eyes darting over my shoulder as if checking who else might be inside. "Please." Something about his voice made me uneasy. It wasn't just tired, it was hunted. I hesitated, but he was shivering. Against my better judgment, I stepped aside. He moved like a shadow in my apartment. No loud movements, no unnecessary conversation. He didn't explain why he needed to stay, and I didn't ask, at least not directly. But small things bothered me. The way he always locked the front door twice, how he'd stiffen if a car slowed outside, how he never left before dark. One night, I found him in the kitchen, sitting at the table in complete darkness. "You keep doing that," I said, "sitting here like you're waiting for something." He didn't look at me. Not something. Someone. The tension grew. Twice I caught him going through my mail. He was careful, too careful about what he threw in the trash. And once, when I came home early, I heard him whispering on the phone. The second he saw me, he hung up. I started to wonder, was my sister the reason he was here, or the reason he was running? The breaking point came on the 4th week. A knock rattled the door, sharp, deliberate. Daniel froze, went pale, and mouthed, "Don't answer." The knock came again, louder. I reached for the handle, but his grip clamped around my wrist. "Please," he whispered, "you can't let them in." "They?" I asked, but his eyes just pleaded. The knocking eventually stopped, but my heartbeat didn't. That night, I barely slept. When I finally drifted off, I woke to find an envelope under my door. No name, just 2 words in jagged handwriting. "He knows." The next morning, Daniel was gone. His suitcase, his clothes, even the mug he always used, all vanished. For 2 days, I heard nothing. Then Anna called. She said he came to see me, told me everything. I think he's finally free. "Free from what?" I asked. She hesitated. "You don't want to know, but he said you saved him just by letting him stay." A week later, a package arrived. No return address. Inside was my favorite brand of tea, a set of new plant pots, and a note in Daniel's handwriting. "Thanks for keeping the door open that night. I'll never forget it." I smiled, though part of me still wanted answers. But sometimes peace doesn't come from knowing the whole story. It comes from knowing you did the right thing, even when you didn't understand why. After the envelope with "he knows" showed up, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was now part of something I didn't understand. The neighbors must have noticed my new tenant, but nobody said anything. Still, I caught Mrs. Karapetyan from across the hall watching us a little too closely. Her door cracked open whenever I passed. Daniel avoided my questions for the next few days. If I pressed him, he'd retreat into silence, his jaw set like he was holding back a confession. The second visit. It was 3 nights later when someone knocked again. Not the aggressive pounding from before, just 3 quick taps. I froze. Daniel, sitting on the couch, didn't even turn his head. "You're gonna get that?" I asked. "No," he said flatly. The knocking stopped, but when I peeked through the peephole, I saw the hall was empty. No footsteps, no elevator sounds. Just gone. That night, I dreamed of someone standing at the foot of my bed. The silhouette was tall and still. I woke up to find the apartment door unlocked. Daniel swore he hadn't touched it. Anna calls. The next day, Anna finally called me. "I heard he's there," she said. I tried to sound casual. "Yeah, for a bit." "Be careful," she warned. "You don't know everything about him. It was the way she said it. Not bitter, not angry, but scared. Before I could ask what she meant, she hung up. The confession. That evening, I found Daniel at the kitchen table with the envelope from before, turning it over in his hands. "I didn't tell you why I came," he said finally. "You think?" I snapped. He winced. "Someone's looking for me, not because of Anna, because of what I know." "What do you know?" He shook his head. "It's safer if you don't."